He is not shielding here, so that's going to be a lot of stuff lost. Boom, maybe 2 flanks survive. I'm also not exactly in love with his sledge positioning. However, I cannot deny that my steel balls are doing nothing, and my arc light here is doing nothing either. So he is just immediately pushing for my tower, and that is probably what loses me this turn. I need something here that clears his tanks. I would be very surprised if we're winning this turn. I don't see that happening. I need something against these outside these flanks, because the flanks are losing. Range Specialist is probably really good for me. It's expensive, but good. Keep leveling the steel balls. I want them to be leveled. Should I maybe go for carry arclights? I have a good amount of arclights, and they are getting levels indeed. What to do indeed. Let me think. Or do I go for something dirty and add a bunch of wasps? Let's do it. So adding in a bunch of wasps is hopefully going to ensure that his tanks are constantly being damaged and crawlers are constantly being killed. He has the Amcor, so I would be not surprised if we see a Vulcan go and drop on the battlefield here. No, he's giving it to the higher level sledges here. I don't have a missile strike, unfortunately, so let's see how this middle section here turns out to be. He does not have anything to really put pressure on these wasps here, but that is going to change next turn. You can bet on it. At least they are now constantly doing something. The wasps are constantly plunking away at the tanks. For some reason, everything does go to the inside instead of towards the towers. Still think I lose this turn? Yeah, these Amcor tanks are just too powerful. I think I'm gonna have to go into something like Overlords, maybe. Or, of course, I could try Rhinos. Or I could go for Fortress. Another missile strike. Lightning Storm. I think this is officially the turn where I don't go for either of that and use my money to go into a bunch of fortresses. Throw a fortress here. Throw a fortress here. Hopefully eat the tanks and eat them good. And maybe add shields this turn too. Or more tanks. Could also go for anti-air missiles, but I have so many marksmen. Maybe I don't add attack right now and instead level my units here in the middle. They seem to be getting good amounts of experience and I want to give them more experience. Finally, let us add another arc light on the outsides. He's giving photon here, so these tanks have effectively 60,000 health, almost as much as this fortress. I think I'm going to get slapped on this side regardless. He's adding in an Overlord, which I'm not entirely in love with, but whatever. If I survive another round, I think I want to give these steel balls a range and heavy target. Maybe they can start sniping these stupid tanks. Look at how much nothing I am doing to these sledges. On the other side, however, and on the middle, things are looking better, but I don't think they are looking good enough to make up for it. This is probably GG. I would be surprised if it's not GG. Yeah, as I said before, just pure sledge beats everything. Everything I have. I don't think it's GG yet though. I still have 3,000 and change in health. But it's horrifyingly close. Another round like that and I'm most certainly out. Adding in higher ranked... Oh, adding in the scorpions. I think I just have to do that in order to survive. Adding them on the outside. So now I have something to blow up the tanks, but I think I need more stuff to blow up the tanks. I think this is now the turn where I go for fortresses. Can also go for missile strikes. What is a juicy target for a missile strike? I can strike this again, but it might be too predictable. Let's try it. Not sure if he's on guard. Adding in shields with barrier. And I have so many fangs. Does he have photon? He does. I bet you that he's clicking this button. I would be absolutely surprised if he doesn't. Maybe I just add range on the wasps. How much do they have then? Not enough to compete with this. What to do, what to do, what to do. Maybe we just add range here. And give that set of fangs an upgrade. Okay, he did not hit that. He instead went for launcher overload. Launcher overload. So now I should hopefully be able to blow his tanks up. Yeah, these scorpions are not messing around. However, his scorpions also aren't messing around. This overlord is being sniped. But overall it's taking too long. There's too many crawlers left because they broke. Oh yeah, this is GG. This one did not work out. At the end of the day, sledges are just... Until I guess you hit the shield button. Maybe I should have hit that instead of going for other stuff. But I really feel it's difficult making these units work. Steel balls, I think they are more or less... they really don't do much. Maybe I should have gone for mass steel ball and mech diff. Maybe that would have made a difference. But he already has overlords and they just kill these surplus crawlers that spawn, I guess. I mean, to be fair. Steel balls, I think I will never really be in love with these units, simply because they are for aggro, and I don't want to play aggro. In case anybody wonders, the reason is because I hate aggro, and I don't want to play in a way that is awful. So I don't want to play aggro. I may do it in the future, but for the moment I put a hold on that. As far as the rest of my units go, I was able to do something in the beginning, but once the tanks started to level, there was just nothing really I could have done with the units I was going for. Maybe I should have instead absolutely positively massed fangs again. I guess maybe that's the takeaway from these games that I've played so far. If you go for fangs, you need to go for an awful amount of fangs. If you don't go for an awful amount of fangs and hope you can survive until they become good, then you are going to lose. You need to either commit or you need to simply remain to using or leave it to using them as chaff and don't upgrade anything. Maybe hit the portable shield button in the late game. Anything else with fangs? From the games that I've watched other people play and from how I've played it right now, doesn't seem to work. But in both cases, you need a lot of fangs because this is a super expensive tech. 450 in the beginning. You need a lot of fangs to make it worth. So many that it's basically worth using only fangs and then dropping some war factories and I guess rhinos, as we've seen. Yeah. Maybe I should do that once again. But not in this game. Obviously, we lost this one. I don't think hitting the fang button instead of the shield button would have done anything else. Maybe even going for rocket punch would have been worth it. But my opponent just, you get dropped scorpions as well. And they just blow up this stuff. I didn't commit down the route of fangs and fortresses enough. That probably is my issue. Why I lost. Anyway, thanks for watching and until next time.